KP classes dedicated to excellence.
Hello everyone, this is R. Chandra from KP classes, and in this video we will be talking about the details of the Kerala Public Service Commission Assistant Town Planner Requirement Test. As you are aware, there is an examination which is upcoming in the month of June for the post of Assistant Town Planner in the local self-government department of Kerala. This examination is being conducted by Kerala Public Service Commission, and there is a release of the official syllabus for this examination, and we at KP classes are providing you a preparatory course particularly designed for this examination. You can find the link of that course in the description of our YouTube video as well. And let me take you through the details of the syllabus first, and then I'll take you through the course which we have designed for this particular upcoming examination. So as per the notification, so this is basically examination being conducted against the notification of 721/2024. As far as the syllabus is considered, the last time an examination requirement test by Kerala Public Service Commission was conducted for the post of Assistant Town Planner was against a notification released in the year 2021. So even the syllabus of that examination was exactly same. So there is no change in the official syllabus of the examination as compared to the last time's examination. So this exam will be a 100 marks examination, which is divided broadly into two categories: 50 marks for civil engineering based subjects, civil based subjects, and 50 marks for architecture and planning based subjects. This is in line with the notifications requirement for educational qualification. So for this our course particularly even covers the civil engineering subjects in a way that it is easy for architects and planners to understand. So it is particularly designed for architecture and planning graduates who are aspiring, who are targeting for this examination. So let me, without any delay, take you through the syllabus. So there are a total of 10 sections. The first 5 in the official syllabus, the first 5 sections are civil based subjects, civil engineering based subjects. However, the good thing is the topics of civil engineering are those which are within the core structure of Bachelors of Architecture 2. So it includes basics of structural analysis, including SFD, BMD, the structural analysis of beams, and also design of RCC structures, and also services, infrastructure facilities like water supply, sewage treatment. So these aspects, which is an overlapping area of civil engineering and also architecture planning, that is mainly covered in the first 5 sections. The second set of 6 to 10, the next 5 sections cover mainly the topics of architecture and planning. So if you look into the official syllabus, each of these sections more or less has 10 marks. There are some, say, like for one section of architecture, that is architectural acoustics, has a less weightage of only 5 marks. But at the same time, urban planning or planning based topics, that has a higher weightage of 15 marks. I'll take you through the syllabus. Let us look into it. The first section, it is mechanics of solids. The course link of KP Gate classes is also available in the description of the YouTube video. If you are looking into the course also, so our course is designed in line with the official syllabus. So there are 10 sections in the official syllabus. Even in your course, the recorded lectures, you have different folder for each of these sections. So there are 10 folders corresponding to the complete coverage of the syllabus. So it is for your ease of understanding and coverage of the syllabus, we have aligned it in line with the official syllabus. So the first section is mechanics of solids, which broadly includes the basics of strengths of material, including the concept of stress, strain, Hooke's law, and so on. And then it also covers the topics of shear force diagram, bending moment diagram of beams, analysis of beams, and basically it also includes slope and deflections, and at the same time it includes the stresses, the shear stress, bending stress in beams. That is also covered in the first section. So it includes the basics of strength of material and also the concept of beams and beam structural analysis of beams. That is the first section. The second part is surveying and geomatics, which includes the concepts of surveying and leveling, and also the topics of GIS, global positioning systems, and also remote sensing. So this portion, GPS, remote sensing, and GIS is something which overlaps with PTM and survey of planning technique management as well. So some part of this second section, the lectures, you will find it in the planning folder as well. So don't get confused. The syllabus is covered to the maximum extent possible. There are some minor areas which might not be covered in the course too. which are highlighted already in the description of the course, and I will also talk about those exceptions which you'll need to further cover for your self-study too in a while. So if I talk about the areas which are not probably covered in the lectures, which you need to do for yourselves from the first section, it includes some areas like, for instance, more circle of stresses, probably that might not have been covered in the lectures. Other than that, even the slope and deflection part is covered. One of them, there are various methods to calculate slope and deflection. One of the methods is covered, but not specifically Macaulay's method of prismatic beams, probably that is not covered. So there are some minor exceptions, minor areas, which for sure is okay in your preparation. Reason being, if you look into the last note mentioned in the official syllabus, it clearly states that this syllabus is just for your reference. There can be some areas from which questions will not be asked, and there can be additional areas which are not mentioned in the syllabus, but questions can be asked into the examination. So it's never possible to expect that you study everything and answer all the questions of the exam. However, your preparation should be in the most comprehensive manner possible. That's what we keep in our mind while designing our courses as well. So the third part, the third section is construction technology, which includes the topic of building materials and also some regulations related to building construction, including coastal regulation zone and also the Kerala building rules, and also includes the topic of construction management, including PERT and CPM, estimation and specification. So these are the topics mentioned in the construction technology. Again, majority of it would be covered in the course. Probably some particular building materials so I would say probably in detail study of steel, so concrete part, cement, lime, most of it is covered. Steel probably is not done in detail. Similarly, plastering and painting might have not been covered in detail. So there can be some areas which are not in detail, and again that said, those are not areas which are very frequently asked in the competitive exams too. However, you can rely with the course to cover majority of the syllabus, and that too at a conceptual level, understanding all the basics. So that's building construction, building. So in this third section, it includes the subjects of building materials, building construction, estimation and specifications, project management. Those are mainly covered. Some areas like coastal regulation zone classifications, that is probably not covered in the lectures, but the reference document, the relevant reference document of those self-study areas are included in the additional material which is provided for your reference. I'll take you through the course structure and also show you those resources which you have for your self-study too. The fourth section is again a part of structural engineering, which mainly includes the steel structures, analysis of trusses mainly, and also RCC structures, the IS code IS 456 for design of concrete structures and reinforced concrete structures, design of RCC. That is covered in this fourth section, which is included in the lectures of the fourth section. Then you have the fifth section, which is more related to environmental engineering and services, which includes water supply and wastewater treatment majorly. So some aspects again from this area, probably like hydrograph or detailed understanding of the S hydrograph. This might not have been covered in the content of the video lectures, but the process of water supply engineering and wastewater engineering, majority of it is covered in the lecture. Like I said, the course is designed in a way to not dwell into the in-depth topics of civil engineering, but it is more focused for designed for the students of architecture and planning graduates, wherein they can cover all the topics which are relevant, which are understandable and comprehensible, and you can do well in the examination. So it is designed in such a way that you can cover the syllabus in a best possible manner in the remaining time you have. So that's the fifth section. Then moving towards the architecture and planning part, the sixth section, it talks about sustainability, cost effectiveness in architecture, which includes environmental issues like pollution, climate change, urban heat island, desertification, and also topics of energy efficiency, the guidelines like energy conservation building code, and also green rating systems, international rating systems, and also it includes the topic of cost effective techniques and various architects working in that area, pioneering architects of effective construction. So this particular section, again, the rating systems, environment, study of that is covered in the content of the lectures. but specifically architects and their work, specifically few architects are mentioned in the syllabus. That is something which you will need to do in your self-study. You can look into their works and understand the construction techniques used by these works. Mainly you need to remember the important buildings designed by them, important techniques developed by them. For instance, Laurie Baker has designed the technique or defined technique of various techniques of brick masonry, including rat trap bond. So understanding those construction techniques designed by different architects and their important buildings, that is something you can cover in your self-study in addition to the lectures which are provided for you. So moving on to the 7th section, it focuses on climatology and vernacular architecture, reference documents to understand the vernacular, because in the syllabus it's also mentioned vernacular architecture of Kerala. So the part which is covered in the lecture is in-depth understanding of thermal comfort and also the concepts of climatology, including the topics of conductivity, resistivity, conductance, resistance, the various thermal quantities, the comfort charts. That is covered in the lectures in detail at a conceptual level, so that you can answer any question asked from that area. But specifically vernacular architecture, particularly from Kerala point of view, and also the townscapes in Kerala, this is something where reference documents have been provided for your self-study in the course itself. Then moving on to the 8th topic section, that is architectural conservation and urban design, which includes the concepts of conservation and also the concepts of urban design, which are included in the lectures. Then you have the 9th section, that is architectural acoustics. So till now, all the sections we discussed till now are all of 10 marks each, but this is something which has only a 5-mark weightage. However, it covers the in-depth topics of architectural acoustics, which is dealt with in detail in the course already. Then you have the 10th and final section, that is urban planning, with the highest weightage of 15 marks, which includes all the basics of urban planning and planning theories, and also some topics of planning legislature, and also some topics of planning survey, which is all included in the course. Some areas which are specific to Kerala, particularly the Kerala Town and Country Planning Act of 2016. So the reference document for that is provided in the course already. You can refer to that, but majority of it will be covered, like I said, but there are some exceptions. So if you are preparing for the course, for this particular examination through this course, it is also important to understand and highlight what are those areas which are further to be done other than the lectures. You can rely, so there are close to 70-75 lectures included in the course. That should be your primary focus. In addition to that, there are some areas which you will need to cover in parallel, which are already highlighted in the description of the course on our app. You can check out those details and accordingly plan your preparation in a comprehensive manner, so that you can stay prepared by the date of the examination, which probably is 11th of June of this particular year. So if I take you to the course, the link of the course, if you open that, it will basically redirect you to this particular page. So this is our Kerala Assistant Town Planner Requirement Test course, which includes online study material and also test series for your practice. If you look into the description of the course, all the details of the course, you'll find the course features and all. So there are self-study topics clearly highlighted in the description, which you can refer as a reference for you, so that you can also cover those areas which probably are, those areas are basically something which are not necessarily taught, but are something where you need to study and learn in a progressive manner, like architects and their works, understanding some policies and acts, particularly the Town and Country Planning Act of Kerala. So these are some additional areas which you'll need to cover other than the lectures. You have an access to 100+ learning material, including around 70+ video lectures with a lot of reference documents, books, and also tests. If I go through the content, like I already told you, the syllabus is also given for your reference, the official syllabus. Then it is divided into the 50 marks of civil engineering, 50 marks of planning. If you check out the details of civil engineering, all those 5 sections with 10 marks each. So you have one folder per section. The first section is mechanics of solids, then you have surveying and geomatics, construction technique. So you need to cover it folder by folder, cover the entire syllabus using these lectures. Similarly, architecture and planning as well, you have 5 sections including sustainable architecture, climatology, urban design and conservation, acoustics, and urban planning, which also urban planning not only includes the basics of planning and planning theories, it also includes the planning legislation and urban legislation and also urban governance, then planning survey and GIS. Like I said, some parts of it, GIS and GPS. These are mentioned in the civil engineering topics, but will be covered in this urban planning part, like I earlier mentioned too. So you have those two parts covering the entire syllabus. Then you have set of 8 books, set of actually 5 books which are divided into part 1 and part 2 sometimes. So you have total of 8 online access books in 5 different folders, defined topic wise, which you can cover for your self-study, the reference books for your self-study. Then you have topic-wise tests, and also in the test series, the past Assistant Town Planner Kerala Public Service Commission examination with explanations is also included in the test series, which you can access. I think if you check it right now, it might have been updated already, or if you are among the earlier ones at this point of time when I'm making the video, the test is yet to be uploaded over here, but by the time you probably check out, it will be added, the past examination with explanation in the form of an online test. Other than that, you will also have access to various reference documents and acts, like I was mentioning, some areas which you need to cover in your self-study, like coastal regulation zone, the guidelines of that. So that is included in the document CRZ notification of 2019, which is the relevant notification of coastal regulation zones. That is included for your self-reference over here. Similarly, the Town and Country Planning Act of Kerala of 2016, that is included for your self-reference over here. Various additional planning terms like the glossary of terms by Dokiadis, and also noise levels, which are included in the syllabus, that is also provided. Solid waste management rules of 2016, that is also relevant within the content of the syllabus, so that's included. There are specific documents, research papers related to the vernacular architecture of Kerala, which are documented well, so you also have reference to such documents in the content of this course. So the course includes 70 plus lectures covering majority of the syllabus, with additional reference documents to cover the self-study areas, and also study material books and test series, which includes topic-wise tests and also the past question paper of Assistant Town Planner by Kerala Public Service Commission in the form of the test. So this is the best comprehensive way. This is a set of resources using which you can prepare for this upcoming examination of June in the best possible comprehensive manner. Hope the course is useful for you. For any other queries, you can always reach out to us. The contact of KP Gate Classes is also visible on the video scrolling down over here as well. Thank you, everyone.
KP Classes, dedicated to excellence.